What's up, you guys? It's your boy the Kid Sean. I'm back here again with another video for y'all. So for me, I did say I was gonna film a story time, and I'm about to film one right now. So I did a poll a few days ago on my Instagram and on my Snapchat, and I asked you guys like, what would you guys want to see for like a story time video? And people were telling me like how I lost my virginity. I should do a video on that. My first fight, like mad different stuff. So I was just like, so for me, I was just like, I'm gonna just go with the, how I lost my virginity video, because I seen like 2 girls swipe up and tell me to like make that video. And then somebody said like to make a video on my first fight and things of that nature. So yeah, feel me? Like the next video, the next story time that I do make, those most likely gonna be like my first fight or whatever. But outside of that though, excuse me, I also did a poll too for like food, like what food I should do like while recording these videos. So I put between Wendy's, I think it was, and Popeyes, and most people told me to get Popeyes. So feel me, right here, as you can see, feel me, I got some Popeyes, some chicken tenders. Let me open it so y'all can see. Ooh. So I got some chicken tenders, biscuits, fries, feel me, and then I got some mashed potato, can't forget the sweet heat sauce, and some water, agua, feel me? So yeah, we got that. I'm not gonna start eating yet, but feel me? So yeah, and I cut my hair yesterday, feel me? So as you can see, I got the crispy line up, feel me? I mean, it's kind of like the eyeliner or like the white chalk thing, like the powder thing is going away. But feel me, anyways though, feel me? Got a fresh cut, feel me? Got my earrings in, looking cute or whatever, feel me? So I had to look good for this video. So anyways, right, so you guys wanted to know how I lost my virginity, right? So yeah, pretty much like I'm gonna just give y'all a quick little storyline. This video probably gonna be like probably like 15-20 minutes. Like it really shouldn't take me this long to explain this, feel me? If I really was to go into depth, like long details, this shit gonna be mad long. So like I'm gonna just sum it up, but I'm not gonna just get straight to the point. Like I'm gonna give y'all like, the behind the scenes, I guess, information leading up to how, I lost my shit. But yeah, feel me? So basically this took place like probably like 3-4 years ago, right? So how I met the girl, it was like, I think like 2018. Yeah, I'm gonna say 2018, or like around like June. No, I'm lying. It was like around, oh my gosh, it was like around July or August, like 2018, right? So basically, it was the summertime, it was hot, everybody's outside in the summertime. So for me, normally, excuse me, like around the summertime, I will go like outside with my friends, and got a snack on the fry for me, right? But anyways, I would go outside with my friends, and we would go to the park. Popeye's dumb good. I gotta take a Mm-mm. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Let me stop. Alright, so basically, right, I would go outside with my friends, like in the summertime. We would chill at the park and shit like that. So in the summertime, right, one of my friends, like one day he told me like, yo bro, pull up with me to the park or whatever, right? It's just like this school like near where I live, like down the block type shit. So we went down there, to chill, because we would normally go down there like, in the summertime, or just whenever we was bored to go play basketball and stuff like that. So there'll be a group of us, but that day it was just me and him. Like, it was one of my friends. I used to live on my block, but he don't live over here anymore. So anyways, right, we went to the park, and then we normally see the same people when we go to the park or whatever, right? So there's this one girl, I'm not gonna say nobody's names, for me. And if I do say names, I'm just gonna make up names, because like for me, I'm not about to be, you know what I mean? But yeah, for me, so this one girl, she always be in the park. She was like short, thick, fun size, probably like 4'11", 5 feet, whatever, right? So we know her, like we see her in the park like normally, right? So when we got to the park, we would just say what's up to each other. We would be chilling with each other and then shit like that, right? So one day we seen her in the park, like the same day that we just so happened to go to the park. We seen her there, but she was with a different girl that we never saw before. So I'm like who's this? Like, feel me? So I'm just looking, I'm telling my friend, like, yo, bro, like who's that? Feel me? So I already been preing her, like I already knew like I was gonna say something to her. So my friend, I guess, like, he wanted to be like I guess like a W wingman or whatever. Like, I guess like he went up to the girl and told her that like I was already trying to talk to her before even meeting her, which was like kind of like a oh man, because just like I could have did that myself. Like, for me, like I know when I see a girl, like if I'm a run down, like, what I'm saying, I don't need like another, what I'm saying, no offense or nothing like that, like, what I'm saying, like I'm not gonna say there wasn't a point in time where I used to be shy or nervous to talk to females and stuff like that, but like normally, like when I was 18, because like now I'm 22, so like now when I see females, like I already know like what time it is, like, what I'm saying, if I see a girl, I want to talk to her, I'm a, eye contact, feel me, just my demeanor, like she's gonna know that I want to talk to her. So, feel me, we was already making eye contact, locking eyes with each other and stuff like that, so that's how I already knew, like, feel me, she was kind of like, feeling me, she was looking at me from across the park or whatever. So, feel me, right, anyways, right, so he ended up like going up to her, telling her like, yo, my son trying to talk to you, blah blah blah, whatever, right? And then I ended up meeting her. We shook each other's hand, we was talking, laughing, feel me, and then like I ended up getting her snap. Like, I don't know why at the time I didn't get her number, but yeah, feel me, I ended up getting her snap. We exchanged snaps. After that day, I left the park, and then from there we would text, like, occasionally. Like, at first when we started texting, it was just mad dry. She wasn't really saying much, feel me? So yeah, she wasn't really saying much. Like, when we first started texting, it was just dry conversation, feel me? Just like, like, how's your day? Like, what are you doing? Like, feel me? Then like after a couple weeks, like she started to open up more. She would like start to talk more, and then we ended up like, FaceTiming and, talking on the phone, stuff like that, right? So moving forward, like fast forward, right? Excuse me, fast forward, I'm gonna say like, because like around that time, again, like I said, it was like around the summertime. It was like going towards the end of summer, and I was getting ready to start college. So like it was like August going into like, yeah, like August going into like September, like, and I was about to start college. So I was going to BCC at the time, like, or I was about to start going into BCC for my first freshman semester, right? So I was going for nursing, but I ended up just doing like remedial arts. That's besides the point. But feel me, I ended up going to college, right? After meeting that girl, like at the end of the summer. And, I just got busy with school. For me, I got busy with school, and then I assumed that she got busy with school as well. So we wasn't really talking to each other like that. And then towards like, I'm gonna say like midwinter, like, around there, like she started to like hit me up more, and we started talking again, like, what I'm saying, we was FaceTime and talking on the phone and stuff like that. I think we see before that we seen each other maybe like 2 or 3 times. I really don't remember, because I can't, like, I would have to go back in time at that very moment to know where my mind's, oh my gosh, where my mindset was at, because it's like I'm just telling y'all what I feel like I remember, which would make sense to me at the time. So it's like I don't know, but all I know is like at that point in time we seen each other already like 2 or 3 times. And then like around the winter time, like, it was cold outside, so we obviously really wasn't seeing each other at all. So like I said, we were just FaceTiming, talking on the phone, and then eventually, I don't know, it was just like with her, it was like hot and cold. Like, it was like times we would be talking, and then times we wouldn't be talking. And it's like we already knew what was up. So it's like she didn't really, well, let me not say that. I wouldn't say that she didn't feel away, because I feel like she did. But then, sometimes with girls, they be confusing, because it's like when you show them you want to talk to them, they don't want to talk to you. And then it's like when you don't show them that you want to talk to them, they be like, oh, why you not saying nothing? So I don't know. But anyways, right, so pretty much, long story short, we wasn't really talking like that. Then like 2019 came, like January 2019 came. Like, I'm just fast forwarding, feel me? Because it's gonna kind of sound all over the place, but it's gonna make sense. So feel me? So fast forward, January 2019 comes, right? I'm still in college. I'm still going to school. She's still in school. Also, to like the girl, she wasn't even from like, cause like I'm from the Bronx, like, feel me, and my friend or whatever. And she wasn't really from my area. Like she was originally, I think, from, well, I don't know if she already lived in the Bronx, but I think she was from some part of Florida or something like that. She being that she came over here like just to spend time with her family, I guess, like because she got family over here or whatever. But she ended up staying over here for some time before I think she ended up going back or whatever. But during the whole process of us talking, like she was here. So yeah. Oh, and I was gonna say, like, if y'all wondering how the girl looks, basically, like, all right, so like y'all know, like, I'm not really that tall, feel me? So like I'm like 5'4", 5'5", feel me? So the girl was like, she basically was the same height as me, like, or like maybe 1 inch shorter than, like, she was probably like 5'3" or like 5'4", feel me? So she was like a skinny Jamaican girl. You know what I'm saying? She had a nice little, feel me? But yeah, feel me? Anyways, I don't discriminate to no body types or nothing like that. I like BBWs and all of that too, feel me? But anyways, feel me? Or like, yeah, same thing with any race. But anyways though, right? But yeah, so that's how she looked though. So feel me? Like I said, we was like around like January, like, you know, going into like, you know, the New Year's and stuff. Like, you know, we were still talking. Like, again, I can't really remember a lot of the stuff that I was talking about, but it was just basic conversation. Like, you know when you and somebody don't really speak for a little bit and I keep speaking again, it's like the same, like, oh, good morning, like, you know what I'm saying, those type of messages. Of course we would flirt and stuff like that from time to time, and shit like that. But again, like, we wasn't really seeing each other like that because like I was busy with school and she was busy with school too. So I don't know. At some point in time though, like it kind of started to feel like it was getting like a little serious. Like, and what I mean by serious, I mean like it felt like she wanted to like get with me, like on some like get with me type shit. Not even like just on some like just trying to feel me. Like she really wanted to, like, I guess, like in a way, like start up a relationship or something. And it's like, for me at the time, like I wasn't looking for a relationship, feel me? Like, and I'm a person, like, I'm gonna let people know my intentions from like off rip. So it's like, if like I just feel like a relationship, for me, a relationship will find me. Like, I'm not out here like searching for relationships, feel me? So it's just like, if a relationship happens with me and a certain particular individual, then it happens. But it's like, I'm not looking for a relationship. And primarily when I meet females, like, I'm just trying to get to know them. We could vibe, you know, and just see where it goes. Like, I'm not gonna rush into a relationship with them. So, and the fact that we didn't even do nothing or didn't even go anywhere is just like, why am I, you know what I'm saying? Even though I just met you, like, it wasn't really enough for me to, you know, to convince me to get into a relationship with her. So I guess like that's what she was kind of hinting towards me, like, cause she wanted to start doing stuff with me, like, you know. And sometimes when we would chill previously, like, you know, we would just like chill, watch like movies on my laptop and shit like that, sitting on the couch and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, most of my family knew her, like, when she would come over, like, and that's another thing too, like, when we did chill, she would always be like at my house. Like, I never been to her house, because like she had like a strict Jamaican mother. So you feel me? Like, you know how it would be with Caribbean families or whatever. Like, it's different, I guess, like with boys. Like, I don't know, I feel like with certain boy child, like, they be like more lenient, but with the females, they be like, oh, no boys, no boys. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how they be. So word. So yeah, right. She would mostly chill at my house. We would just chill, watch movies, stuff like that, etc. Right? And like, we would, like, you know, like sit next to each other, like hug, like little kiss and stuff like that. But it's like we wasn't really doing that stuff yet. So feel me? And then like again, that's why I started to get to my point. Like, I feel like shit started to get a little more serious. Like, she was kind of like emphasizing to me and like telling me like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying, like, she wants to do stuff, but it's just like, it wouldn't really feel right, like, if we're not together. Like, you know what I'm saying? I understand, like, you know what I'm saying, when you talking to somebody, you want certain commitments and stuff like that. But again, like me, like, I'm gonna just let you know, like, my intentions. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna, like, pretty much, all right, so like, I'm not the type of guy that's just gonna be like, oh, I'm just trying to kill and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm gonna just, we could talk, like, vibe and stuff like that. That, like, if you ask me, I feel like that stuff is bound to happen anyways. Like, if you talking to somebody, y'all both like each other, like, at some point after y'all chilling and vibing, actually getting to know each other, like this, like, you know what I'm saying? Some people is different. They do it like off rip, feel me? Me, though, Like, nah, like I just, it takes time, of course, but like I feel like if you just vibe with somebody in a way, like, you know what I'm saying, like eventually stuff like that will happen, because we already started kissing. We not boyfriend and girlfriend, we kissing, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have time to like really waste time and like go around the bush and stuff like that. But yeah, feel me? Long story short though, around that time, I just really was not feeling the relationship vibes. And she was trying to like sway me to get into a relationship with her so we could do things. And I just told her like, yo, bro, like, feel me? We already vibing. We already kind of a little established. We getting to know each other still. So like, let's just keep doing that. Let's just vibe. You know what I'm saying? If something happens, something happens. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not, you know what I'm saying? I already done told her like I'm not one of those niggas. Like, if we even do anything, I'm not gonna just like stop talking to you and ghost you on a weird shit. So feel me? I already told her like I fuck with you, but it's just like I just don't want a relationship with you, right? We could just vibe, etc. So she pretty much understood that, and she respected it. I respected where she stood at. I wasn't trying to convince her to be on my type of time or nothing like that. She just was okay with it. Like, for me, she basically was jacking what I said, and then we just went from there. Like, she basically was just on my time. And so from there, like, I think we linked up a couple more times, and then there was this one. This is where I'm getting to it now. There was this one specific link that we finally, well, we was planning to do shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not on a specific day, but it's just like we was like, things was heating up. We was texting each other like, oh, watch when I see you and stuff like that. Like, watch when I see you. Feel me? Now let me stop. But yeah, feel me? We ended up planning to link. I think it was on either a weekday or a weekend. I don't remember. It's so funny, right? Because like I met this girl in the summertime of August 2018, right? And then I told you already like the history behind it, and it led into 2019 now, right? And we literally knew each other for a year, because when I lost my virginity, with her, it ended up happening the same month that we met, which was August, which is like, isn't that ironic? So that was mad funny. So it literally made a whole year since we was like cool or whatever, been vibing and shit, like getting to know each other, seeing each other and shit like that. And then it was like in the month of August. It was before I was going on vacation. I think at the time she was going on vacation too with her family, but that was like later, like that was like at the end of August and shit like that. It was another hot summer day, and then we ended up like planning to like link up or whatever, right? So we ended up linking up. This one specific day she was supposed to come like at a certain time, and it's like she didn't come at the certain time because at the time I was 18, like, you know what I'm saying, I didn't have my own room yet, like how I do now. I didn't have my own room. Like, obviously, like, I could have company and shit like that. Like, cause I guess like I'm a boy, like, again, some girls, they can't really have company at their cribs and shit. So I could I could have company, you know what I'm saying? I'm grown, so somewhat, feel me? But it's like I live with my family, so it's like, for me, it's not like I have the free, like, so, you know what I'm saying? It was this one specific day I told her, like, to come. Like, I knew I was going to kind of have the free, or there wasn't going to be that much people in the house. So I was telling her, like, yo, come this day at this time, come early. And then she ended up, like, baiting up because, like, I think she had to do something at her house. Like, she had to do something with her family or do something. And then she ended up finally coming to my house, but it was, like, way late, like, in the afternoon. Like, it was kind of starting to get a little dark outside. And like she was just like, oh, like I'm sorry, like, I had to do stuff, whatever, blah blah blah, right? So long story short, right, we ended up like just sitting on the couch, just chilling, like, and even prior before that, like I said, we was talking about stuff like flirting and what we was gonna do, right? So I was sitting on the couch, like where we normally would sit at, again, because like I said, at the time I didn't have my own room, so I shared a room. And by the time that she had pulled up, like my sister and like my grandfather, other people came home and they was in their room. So it's like if she had came earlier in the daytime when I told her to come, the rooms would have been available, feel me? So we could have been back there, did what we had to do, and that would have been it. But feel me? So basically already had planned out what was supposed to go down at that time, but it didn't go down. So I had to come up with a second plan now, since that she still came. and people was already in the crib, but it wasn't like mad people, like mad family. It was just only two family members, my sister and my grandfather. So basically, long story short, like we was just chilling on the couch like normally where we would chill when she would come over to my crib. And we was talking and shit, and then we were just having regular conversation at first, like, oh, like, you good, like, what I'm saying, what took you so long to get here. She explained to me the situation behind that, and then we were just talking for a little bit, and then eventually she was just like, oh, so like, what's going on, like, how are we gonna do this type shit. And then I told you, like, feel me, like, if you came at the time that I told you to come, we would have been good, right? So I told her that, and then from there, like, again, like, I had to just think of another plan, like, okay, like, how am I gonna do this, how am I gonna make this work? So feel me, I had to compromise. So since I knew that I had two family members already there, like, the way how my house was set up when I used to like live downstairs in my crib, like, there was like a doorway, so it's like the rooms was behind the doorway, so it's like kind of like a hallway, and then there's like a middle door, so the door would be closed and it would lead to like the garage, but it wasn't really a garage. It was like a little chill area where we would just sit and talk and watch TV and shit like that. So feel me, the area that we were in and that we were sitting on the couch, like, the door it could be open at times. So like if the door is open, like if somebody's in their room and their door is open, they could see down the hallway or whatever and see us or whatever. So I basically got up and closed that door, right? And then we were sitting and chilling on the couch still talking, right? And then I told her, okay, so since the rooms are unavailable, we're gonna have to make use of this couch. And then she looked at me, like, at first she was like, boy, like, boy, what are you talking about, like, feel me, type shit like that. So she was confused, so she wanted me to tell her like how we were about to make it work on the couch. Like, feel me, bro, like, it's a couch, bro, put two and two together, like, you don't know, like, feel me. So I basically just told her like, 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 all right, I'm gonna show you, like, just like get up, like, feel me. So I told her to like basically stand up. So I made her stand up, feel me. Excuse me. And then I made her like arch her back over the couch. So feel me, so she was arching her back on the couch and I was behind her, like, you know what I'm saying. And then I guess by that she got like turned on, like, feel me, because at first, like, when I was telling her about it, like when I was describing her like about the couch and how we would do it, she was just like confused, and then she wasn't really like into it. She was just like, oh no, we got to do it somewhere else or whatever. She's like, oh, what if somebody comes, da da da. But it's like when I got up and I showed her, like, all of a sudden she wanted to do it, right? So feel me, after that, like, I like, she was in the mood and I was kind of in the mood a little bit too, but it's like we didn't really have a lot of time because I forgot to put this in, but feel me, like, around that time that she had came to my crib, my parents and then they had left, like, how it is with Jamaican parents and stuff, like, they be going out to parties and yardies and all white affairs and all type of things. So feel me, so basically my family had went to like an all white bull ride or something like that. So it's like they were gonna come back soon, and I didn't know what time they were gonna come back, but I knew it was gonna be soon. So I just wanted, like, since she was already there, I just wanted to make use of the time that we still had, because I didn't know how much time we were gonna have, to be honest with you. Because she already had took mad long to finally come, and then it's like we were sitting there for a while talking about it before doing it. So feel me, right? Basically, I whipped it out, like, well, let me not say it like that, but yeah, in a way, like, basically, like, I whipped it out because, like, she wanted to, like, see it, feel me. So I whipped it out, and then she was like, oh my gosh, it's big, oh my gosh. Yo, let me stop. But that's what she said. She was just like, oh, like, it's big, like, she was shocked, like, feel me. So she was just looking at me and then like looking away, like what to do, feel me. So then she just started to, feel me, started to touch it, you know what I'm saying, caress, play, all that, etc. So feel me, then what happened next is, like, I guess, like, every time, like, I was ready, like, ready as in hard, feel me, like, she was like backing away, like, she didn't want to do it. Like, I guess she kept getting nervous. So it's like, I'm like, yo, come on, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you already know we on a time limit here, like, feel me, we don't have a lot of time. So I'm telling her, like, yo, like, I'm not like forcing her, you know what I'm saying, but I'm just telling her, like, yo, like, feel me. it always be them people too where they talk all that talk, and then when you see them in person, they, oh my gosh, like you feel me? So like I'm telling her like, yo, feel me? So it was a couple more times where that happened. Like we had to keep readjusting because it's like I would get ready, you feel me, and then it would slowly just, you feel me, go back down, and then I would have to get I would have to get like what is the word, oh my gosh, like the oh my gosh, the stimulation back. I would have to get like this, get more stimulated again, feel me, to get up. And then it's like she finally was ready, and like, and okay, like in the summer, oh my gosh, I forgot, I left out so many details, but just bear with me, right? So what she was wearing when she came to my crib, because like in the summertime we would wear like you know, like obviously shirts, shorts and stuff like that. So she came in like a t-shirt, and I think like some biker shorts, like some bocce rider shorts, or some if they weren't those, they were like just some like regular shorts, like the sweatpants shorts or whatever, right? So she wore those, and then like I was just telling her like, you know, like to like this, you know, me take them off, like obviously I wasn't about to get butt ass naked, but like I was about to take my shorts off, feel me, and stuff like that. And she was just like, oh no, like I'm just gonna pull the panties to the side or whatever. So I'm just like, okay, feel me, like I'm just like, feel me, I'm just trying to, you feel me. So we're like, she ended up doing that, put it to the side, feel me. She ended up pulling it to the side, and that's when I came with this, feel me. Well, it wasn't this specific condom, but like, feel me, it was like a Trojan, feel me. And then I put it on. I think it was a Trojan, I don't even remember, bro. Anyways, right, put it on, and I put it in. And then when I put it in, at first, you know, she was just making noises like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And it's like, mind you, like I didn't, like, even though that was my first time, I already had like previous like interactions with other girls where, like, you know what I'm saying, like certain things happen, like, you know what I'm saying, not to that extent, like, you know what I'm saying, obviously because I was still a virgin, but I still had the knowledge to know like how to have sex and stuff like that. Plus, you know, the internet, people see mad stuff on the internet from a young age, like the P word, feel me, and all of that. So, but feel me, like I already basically knew what I was doing. So only thing at first, like I was kind of confused, like I didn't know where to put it, because like even though we were chilling in my garage, like the light was like dim. So like there was like a little light that was on, and like, oh my gosh, like basically the lights were on, but then we turned the lights off. So there was this one little light that was on, and it was kind of like dark. So I didn't really know. So it's like, you know, I don't want to put it in the wrong, feel me. But we ended up finally putting it in, and then she was just like, oh my gosh, like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying, making moaning noise and all of that, right? Got a couple decent little strokes in, feel me, didn't get to nut or whatever, but feel me. Remember how I told y'all my family was coming back? So basically, my family was on the way coming back. Literally, I say halfway in, it was probably like 10, 15 minutes. Like, it was just getting good, and like it was back shots, by the way. Like that's the position that she was in, the same position that I originally put her in. And then they had called me, and then they were like, oh, like we're on the way. Can you open up the gate outside? Like I'm just like, bro. Right as soon as, feel me, is getting good, I'm just like, now they're back. So feel me, like I just looked at her, I was just like, yeah, feel me, we just gonna have to do this another time, feel me. And then like I just pulled my shit up, she pulled her shit up, we just acted like nothing happened. And then it's like I just had told her, you see, this is why I told you like to come the time when I told you to come, and then we would have been sanctioned, feel me, we would have been good. So but it was straight though, I wasn't really pressed about it. And then after that, my parents came back again. Like I said, we just acted like nothing happened. They probably already knew we was doing something for me. You know how it be. But yeah, after that, I just walked her home. And then from there, that was it for me. We ended up seeing each other again, like I think like a couple other times after that. But then we didn't really end up working out because of other reasons. I'm not even going to get into it. But yeah, for me, that was pretty much the video, guys, like on how I lost my V card. Oh, I tried to make a V, but how I lost my V card, feel me? So yeah, so feel me, I'm gonna just try to, like, you know, edit this, make it interesting, cut out all of the boring parts, feel me, because I know y'all wanna, you know what I'm saying, air some shit. So word. But that was it for this story time. So, you know, the next story time that I do, I'm probably gonna make like a little series where I do different story times. But the next story time I'm gonna do is probably my first fight, like, you know what I'm saying? And then from there, I'll just see what else I'm gonna come up with. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys like, comment, and share, and subscribe, feel me? And also make sure you guys turn on the bell notification, so you guys can stay tuned for whenever I post lit content. So yeah, feel me? Whew. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace, feel me?